Well, as they say, there's no business like snow business I know. We're going to start out with singing Let It Snow. Here we go. Oh, the weather outside is wet. The fire's so delightful. Since we no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Well, it doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for Papa. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. We finally kissed goodnight. How I hate walking out in the snow. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home on the road, and the fire is slowly dying, say goodbye. As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Now we're going to sing the second verse, and we're going to sing instead of let it snow, we're going to say, let it go. Ha 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 ha. Okay, here we go. Well, oh, the weather outside is fine. Fire so delightful. Since we no place to go, let it go, let it go, let it go. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it go, let it go, let it go. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate walking out in the snow. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home on the road, the fire is slowly dying. Dear, say goodbye. Long as you love me so, let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Yule. Happy, happy. Whatever you celebrate, now's the time. We're so grateful that you found yourself here this morning. We've been expecting you. Thank you for not disappointing us. We know you have a lot of places you could be, but you found yourself here. You made it. Sit back, relax. We have a wonderful, spiritual, incredible, illuminating service for you. But we're going to do what we do every Sunday, and that's read our vision mission statement, which reads, "We are an open, loving, spiritual community dedicated to evolving consciousness and teaching spiritual principles." Again, I want to thank you all for making this your spiritual destination for this morning. It's the holy days right now, and I hear there's some people have Wednesday off actually. But this is our Christmas service. So I'm glad that you have decided. You never know when it's before Christmas. A lot of people travel out of town, but some people come into town. So here we are. So we have some announcements for you this morning. I'm going to invite Jamaica Wallace, who is our board president and also practitioner, to give us some announcements. Jamaica? Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. There we go. Merry Christmas. Good morning. All right, just a few announcements today. To start off, our pledge program continues through the end of December. And to update you guys, our goal is 80,000. And as of right now, we have pledges for 42,208. So we are halfway there. Woo! Thank you guys for that. If you're interested in pledging, there is a pledge card in the seat back in front of you. You can fill that out and just put it in the offertory plate when it comes time. And our unexpected income program and abundance class continues, and it meets every Sunday at 12 o'clock to 12:30 right here in the sanctuary. And as of now, in the unexpected income program, we have received $463. So that means that's over $4,600 in unexpected income that people in the program have received so far. So, yay! That's amazing. It's 3 weeks in, yep. And it's not too late to join. If you haven't joined already, it's okay. Stay after, come to the class, get the information, jump on board. Trust me, it's amazing. Okay. Our kitchen angels have positions available. If you are looking for an opportunity to volunteer, we would love to have you in the kitchen. We specifically need some people that are willing to come before the service and help to do a little bit of setup before. But we also love help after the service as well. We'll take all the help. Anybody, we have a position. If you have something you want to do, we have a position for you. On the back counter, there is a sign-up sheet back there, so you can put the date that would work for you. And if you could go ahead and leave your phone number for us, that would really help too, so we could contact you and talk about the scheduling. The World Peace Meditation is happening again this year. This is always a little bit tricky, you guys. So it is on New Year's Eve day at 4 a.m. So that's on the 31st. On the 31st, not on the 1st. Sometimes it gets a little mixed up. So on the 31st at 4 a.m., the World Meditation Group is meeting. We invite everyone to stay in the comfort of your own home. If you go right onto the e-news or onto our website, we do have the link listed there. So there's a link you can click on, and it's a big, giant Zoom meeting situation where you can come together with everybody in that world. No, we are not going to be up in here. No, we're inviting you to stay in the comfort of your home. Yes, ma'am. And join us there at the link. So you can get that link on your e-news and on our website. are starting. We have a few amazing classes that are going to be starting. The Essential Earnest Home starts on Wednesday, January the 8th, and will go till March the 12th. It's from 6 to 9 p.m. This course offers an illuminating journey through Holmes' writings, enriching your understanding of consciousness and spirituality while deepening your connection to principles of science of mind. If you are on the track for practitioner, this is a accredited class for that, so if there's something you're looking for, it will be facilitated by Janice Garvey. And there's a sign-up sheet available on the back counter. And then we have Ordinary Mysticism Study Group that's going to start on Thursday, January the 16th from 3:30 to 5 p.m. This book is a wonderful exploration of finding the extraordinary in the everyday. The author helps readers discover their own inner mystic and let go of the limiting belief that spiritual life exists only in traditional places of worship. Meditation, deep sharing, and music will be a part of this book study. It will be facilitated by Deborah Perdue, and it's a love offering. Love offering is $20 per class, and there's also a sign-up sheet and more information available on the back counter for that. And then we also have our Grooving into Gratitude Circle book study that's going to start on January the 26th. And this is going to run all year long, correct, Deborah? Right, yeah, once a month on the fourth Sunday of each month, starting on the 26th, from 12 to 12:30. And together we're going to explore the Daily Gratitude Reflections, Volume 2, a collection of 365 daily guides. This was written by our very own Deborah Perdue, who's our gratitude guru. And I love this because these tools each month are going to help you to make gratitude your superpower. So, yeah, I love superpowers. It's a free book study, but love offerings are welcome for that. And then the Science of Mind Foundations class has been postponed. We're going to postpone that until the spring, so stay tuned for that. Our metaphysical book study continues to meet on Sunday mornings from 9 to 9:45 over in the LEC, and Reverend Steve facilitates that, and they continue to study the Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. Directly after that, our meditation group meets. This is facilitated by the practitioners. It's a silent meditation, and it begins at 9:50 and goes till 10:05. So if you do find that you're entering after that time period, if you could just enter in silence, trying to just fulfill for already in meditation. And then our book of the week is our Daily Reflections, Volume 2, one of my favorite books. And it is going to be at a discount of 20% off in our bookstore today after the service. Almost there. Our flowers today are from Barbara Scott, and they are so beautiful. Thank you, Barbara. Do we have anybody that's joining us here for the first time today? If you could raise your hand for us. We have All right. If you have a cell phone or anything else that makes any noises, if you could just put that on silence or just turn it off for a little while, we'd appreciate that. And I invite everyone now to go ahead and stand and join me in singing your hymn.
I am you, you are me, we are one.
the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Paula Peterson, and it is my honor and my pleasure to serve you today as your podium practitioner. Please join me in reading the gratitude on the screen. I am the light in life. I radiate, and I am deeply thankful. But as a practitioner, what do? On the gold sheet, on the CPAC, it's the golden heart sheet, and it talks about what our duties here at the center, and our names are on the back too. So if you ever want to contact me about pretty much we pray. We pray with them for you. If you have a prayer request, please fill out the yellow form that can be found on the CPAC and put it in the offering plate when it comes by or back there at the table with Deborah. When you have a demonstration, there is a blue form, and we love to hear about your demonstration. That we have prayed for, we know your prayer will be answered. We don't always know how it works, but we know it will be answered. So we love to hear about that. You can also fill out a prayer request online at grantpasscfl.org. Today, our table practitioner is the lovely Deborah Perdue. She's holding the high watch for our service today. That means she's holding all of you in the love and light of God. And people online also. After service, if you are a practitioner here and you would have time to pray with people, please raise your hand. Thank you. And so go ahead and see one of us or see Deborah, and she will direct you to a practitioner if you would like prayer after the service. Now let's read the prayer together on the screen. I celebrate light and love in this sacred season. During this solstice, I know my light is shining brightly. And now we will please remain seated as we say, Dave. So I love to do my little presentation out of the time and I spent quite a bit of time looking at all these really wonderful videos and weaving them together in the books at home. It's at home, yes. So these wonderful passages are still in my head. So what I wanted to really talk about was in His Life by Magazine, on December 21st, they talked about, at the very top, Ernest Holmes talks about the birth of Christ being the birth of every single person here, and that we are all equal, and that the birth of everyone is as special and is as wonderful. And to me, December 21st has been special for a long time, for 30-some years. And I'll tell you about another unplanned thing that happened. So 30-some years ago on December 21st, I realized I was probably in labor. And even though I still wasn't sure, I didn't have back pain, and Brooke said, I'm supposed to have back pain. But Ralph assured me that. Yeah, he goes, no. I'm making the lunch and we're heading out, right? So I had all these plans, and we had done all these trips from Vancouver to Portland. You know, okay, you have to be in this lane, and you know, traffic, right? You have to change at this time. So I'm always directing you, then you have to be in this lane so you can get to Sunnyside, you know. So I had all these plans. this Friday the 21st, there was a different plan. There was an ice storm. Every, so, so the radio was saying, everybody stay home. It's too dangerous, only if you are, um, just crazy. Or you were, or an emergency person, right, you have to be out. So, I didn't really know that, and I was a little bit slippery going out to the car, but I really wasn't, I was really focused on other things. And so we're driving over, the Columbia River, and I see that the Columbia River is like full of these huge ice domes, and I'm just like, oh, wow. And then I noticed it is rush hour, and there is no one on the road. I mean, I hadn't even really noticed, of course, it was huge traffic. We get there and everything's fine. But it was so interesting that I had all these plans, and then God had a different plan, right? And I think about the miracle of that book, how much full of fear I was in, and this weird combination of fear and anticipation. Like, I don't know, it's just this weird thing that happened. And, everything worked out fine. But think about, I think about that day, and I think about my response, and I think about the light that brought into my life. And right now, December 21st, right, yesterday, and right now it's all about that change between the darkness and the light. And we can choose to embrace it, or we can choose to be different. Oh, I wish it was different. I wish it was more simple. I wish it was like this and this and like that. Or we can say, wow, look at that fire. I really like this time of doing the thing. And for me, I've got a couple of physical challenges right now that I'm working with. And I notice myself wanting it to be different, right? Instead of just praying, right? I wish this could happen, I wish that could happen. And so for me, the acceptance of the light and the dark, this is telling me your knee wants to really rest today, you can't rest today. Okay, so that's acceptance, and that balance of light and dark. I'm working on doing that. So I had all of these wonderful spiritual quotes, and this is what you get today. So embracing what is my students. So right now, I'd like to, I'm going to do a little invocation, and so you can say your invocation, and then we will have some music and reverence to do. So going again with that laughter and that love, just allowing yourself to be at peace with what is, with the light and the dark, and allowing that the light and the love of God to fill every cell within your body, allowing that oneness that is right here, the presence and the power of God, not only filling you, but filling your family, filling your family, allowing that wonderful sacred feeling to carry you through the day, blessing yourself and blessing you, allow yourself to go with them.
Well, in case you haven't heard, Grants Pass has a new sister city. How about that? It's in Mexico. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because a couple of weeks ago, this just came out, and Bucky Denoline, of course, everybody knows Bucky and Chip, they were a major part of going to setting this whole thing up. Now, I forgot my glasses, so I'm going to read the name of this sister city. It's What's the name of the city in Mexico? Oh. Thank you. Okay. My Spanish wasn't all that good anyway. But you know, since the technology of Zoom land, well, if you're in Mexico and you're going to come and visit Grants Pass, make sure you come and visit and say hi to the fine folks here at Grants Pass CSL. And for you, I like to play Little Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Sombrero, años y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Sombrero, año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Sombrero, años y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Sombrero, años y felicidad. Everybody, I wanna wish you. I wanna wish you a Merry you, Bucky.
Well, thank you, Dave. Let's hear it again for Dave. Yeah, he's going to retire this next year, I hear. Yeah. You know, he's done his time with us. He's done 35 years here with us. 35 years? He could have been the minister here. He's the minister of music. Well, we're grateful for your service. Keep coming back. It works if you work it. Well, here we are. This is it. This is the holiday talk. And our December theme is Sticking the Landing. And today's title is The Incredible Light of Being. That's why I have this little fake candle here. But it represents illumination, doesn't it? Without being a hazard, a fire hazard, tripping the smoke alarm. So, up till now, it's been the darkest time of the year. In this hemisphere, at least. So, of course, we celebrate the light. This is what celebrations of light are all about. It's about bringing the light back into our world. We light candles. We walk guided by the illumination of the remembered radiance, as Howard Thurman put it. To continue one's journey in the darkness with one's footstep guided by the illumination of remembered radiance is to know courage of a particular kind. The courage to demand that light continues to be light even when surrounded with darkness. And that's Howard Thurman. December being the darkest month of the season in the Northern Hemisphere. And there are so many different celebrations of light. On December 8th marks the Bodhi Day, celebrating the enlightenment of the Buddha in many Buddhist traditions. The Wiccan tradition of Yule was celebrated yesterday, December 21st, but that goes throughout the year, if you know any Wiccans. Honoring the passing of the shortest day of the year and remembering the returning of the light. That's what we're celebrating, that on the 25th, the days start to get longer. But between now and the 25th is the darkest time. And now they say that the light will return. But we light candles and bonfires to have that in our hearts and illuminate our consciousness. Christmas celebrates the birth of Jesus, the light of the world in the Christian tradition, and on December 26th marks the beginning of both Hanukkah and Kwanzaa this year, with symbology of candles. And the season of Advent also uses candles to remind us of the light. Upon the night view of the world, a day must follow. Light always follows the darkness. In the middle of the dark night of your soul, we've all been there. We've all walked through the experience of not believing in the light and being so immersed in the darkness of our situation that we were maybe brought to our knees because of our waiting for the enlightenment to come. Light symbolizes intelligence, the ability to clearly see all possibilities. But we need that darkness. Darkness is a wonderful part of the light. Because when we're in our darkest challenges, part of us still knows that this too shall pass. This too shall change. Whatever it is, it's going to change. And Dr. Ernest Holmes tells us that faith will light that place in which we find ourselves. And by the light of that faith, we will see that all is good, even the darkness. So if you're in the dark night of the soul, you know who you are. It's okay. We've all been there. And we'll hold the light for you, the illumination of the candle. And I invite you this week sometime to light a candle in your home or flip your switch on your candle and just enjoy that in the darkness, because there's something about that. Ernest Holmes goes on to say in the Science of Mind textbook on page 183, light has the power to overcome darkness, not by combating the darkness, but by being exactly what it is, light, enlightenment. So as we recognize the ever-present light within us, let's let it shine. Let your light so shine that you are a light to the world. And we light up each other's lives just by being who we are. And if you're in this teaching, if you stumbled into this center today because you don't know where you are, we will hold the light for you. You know, we raise our light high so that those who may be stumbling in the darkness won't trip and fall, so that they can see their way, even though they may not realize that they have the light of enlightenment within them already. You know, it's not that it's not there, it's just that we forget sometimes that we are that light. So we don't have to convince or fix or struggle or argue. We just have to be that light. You know, so much in the world is calling us to have an interesting discussion right now of what we believe in energy, orbs, UFOs, UPAs, whatever they're calling them these days. But there's a shift going on right now. There's a huge enlightenment happening right now. Have you seen the news? The news lately? No? Good. Good for you. Turn that stuff off. But there is some very interesting scientific things happening right now that are inviting us to expand our consciousness. If you believe in that sort of thing. There's some new Google chip. Have you heard about this thing? Some new Google chip that was created that can do a mathematical problem that used to take like 100 million years to figure out, and they can do it in 5 minutes. Wow. I'd like it to balance my checkbook. So since the prehistoric times, the finding and the celebration of light in the darkness has inspired humans to gather around the fire for its heat and to share stories of enlightenment. We may have to walk by this remembered radiance, yet we still may feel like we're in the dark. You know, when the psalmist talked about walking through the valley of the shadow of death, it's important to notice the word walk. Didn't say that means keep moving forward. Don't set up a 4-star resort hotel dedicated to darkness and misery there. But sometimes we do that, don't we, in our lives? You know, we get into the darkness. We get in, oh, how awful it can be. And that's good to a point, because you want to run that out. You don't want that resurfacing at some awkward time. Like when you're trying to find ripe avocados in the middle of winter. Oh, no ripe avocados. We all have, like the earth itself, times of darkness, dark nights of the soul. And these can be rich learning and creative times in our life when we look at them as such. If we just see them as darkness, we may get cold and depressed and weary of the journey. But we also remember that our journey will, if we keep journeying, bring us back to the light, just as spring always follows the winter. The Taoists view the energy of darkness as the yin compared to the yang. The yin and the yang together, good morning, together they make the yin and yang symbol, where it's dark on one side and light on another, with a little splash of each in each side to keep it even Steven. It takes both light and darkness to create the world. The darkness is not just something to fear, especially to the conscious one stepping into the light. It is our invitation to enlighten up. Enlighten up. Lighten up, man. Enlighten up. Let it go. Don't hang on to all that darkness. Once it's served you, let it go. Thank it for its time. It has served its purpose. It has brought to you exactly the experiences that you needed to show you something. The messenger has delivered the message, and now the messenger can go on its way. This light will guide us through even the darkest of winters if we remember that it's always there. That's what this whole season is about. Mystics experience this increased in light as they expand their consciousness as enlightenment. Each one of us is a mystic looking for the light. You know, light is used in holy places, in temples, in churches, in mosques, and synagogues throughout the spiritual world and in their traditions. If you turn on the TV and want to see the midnight mass, there's beautiful candle lights in that. They're doing something interesting this Christmas Eve, I hear. But that's a story for another day. The festival of Hanukkah honors the rekindling of the sacred lamp within the temple following its desecration and extinguishing by the invaders. The season of Advent uses 5 candles, one for each week prior to Christmas and one for Christmas Day, to symbolize the qualities to prepare for the birth of Christ consciousness. So what are you doing to prepare yourself for the birth of Christ consciousness? You got all your shopping done? Well, hope, love, joy, and peace are the real reasons of the season. Is to remember who you are. Celebration of Kwanzaa uses 7 candles to celebrate the principles of the African heritage. The light of the candle is a reminder of the light within each of us. So we too each have an eternal flame that burns within us. This flame that burns within you has never known harm or hunger or hurt or pain. It is the very essence of all that is. And each one of us was given that eternal flame as part of our makeup. This is what we draw upon in our hour of darkness. When we find ourselves on our knees at times going, help me figure this out. And something vibrates within you when we call upon it. It never ceases to amaze us that something happens. Some call is made. Somebody shows up. Some miracle happens in your life. It is the light of spirit. The Christ or the Buddha or the enlightenment or the great spirit or the source energy or whatever you want to call it, that is always waiting in quiet repose for your acknowledgement of it. See, it can't just walk in and heal you. If it could, we wouldn't need to have places like this where we remember who we are. It would just do it and you'd be on with your business. But we're given a choice, and it has to be invited in. You have to ask enlightenment in. Actually, you invite yourself to wake up to what's already there. It's already within you. It was already implanted as that blue flame of knowledge, of wisdom, of love, and peace and harmony that's already waiting for your acknowledgement. So are you willing to wake up to it? You willing to not hit the snooze bar one more time? 5 more minutes, Mom. I'll get up in 5 more minutes. This light is within everyone. But in our darkness of unconsciousness, we may not comprehend it. And we may not see it in others. There are some people I just don't see it in. That doesn't mean it's not there. It just means that right now, they're not kindling that flame. But see, if I can know it, that it is there with and for them, I know there's hope for the universe, right? I may not understand what you're saying, but I know who you are. We are not called to create more light, but rather get our bloated nothingness out of the way and let the divine circuits of light flow as who and what we are. That's all we have to do. This is great when you meditate. Just take a candle and just look at its flame. Just watch it dance and lose yourself within it. So enlightenment is not an additive process. We let go of what's blocking and it comes out of us. It's just like when you get a cut on your hand, it's not the neosporin or the hydrogen peroxide or whatever the doctor dresses the wound with. You grow out of your challenges. They become a little scab and they fall off when they're no longer needed. Maybe you have a little scar, a little remembrance of what happened. Maybe you even forget about that. Maybe you just know, well, I have a scar there. Right next to my tattoo. How did I get that? So this light is within all of us. In the darkness of our unconsciousness, we sometimes don't comprehend it. Ernest Holmes says on page 345 of the textbook, said that if treatment is the mind unifying with good could be seen, it would appear as a pathway of light. This light is not created, it already exists. We are not called to create more light, but rather to get our bloated nothingness out of the way so that the divine circuits can flow and that light can come from within out. We let go of whatever is blocking our natural experience and flow with this light from within. And when we celebrate the external light with the solstice and the birth of Christ consciousness, or the Hanukkah lights, or whatever external light source you're using, we're really celebrating the light that is already within us as who and what you are. It's great to have external reminders, but we must not, as Zen reminds us, mistake the finger pointing at the moon for the moon. You know, this is the whole story of Jesus. Jesus was pointing at the moon, and a lot of traditions are honoring him pointing at the moon and not what he's pointing at. We need to remember that it is the enlightenment that we're all after, not some savior to come in and take away everything. I mean, It's nice and all, someday my prince or princess will come. But they're already here. You are it. You are the light of the world. It's not far off somewhere. It's not in your next workshop or your next class to take, although those are pathways to remember and to let it out. So the power is not out there. Rather, the light within your own soul already exists. Our only work is to remove any bushel or basket that may have been covering it. Years of neglecting ourselves or listening to people who don't see our light, maybe a relative or a friend or a neighbor, meaning well, oh, don't love too much. You don't want to get hurt. Because of their experience, they're trying to protect you. And God bless them. But I want to love. I want to love deep. I want to feel it. And if there's pain associated, I want to feel that too. Because that's part of the love. That's part of the experience. It's part of our progression. See, if we take everybody's pain away, you may miss something that only through that challenge could you find yourself. So don't diss your pain. Ask it. Say, pain, what's the message here? What do you want me to know so we can get on with this? Because I don't want to be stuck in the pain of it. I want the message so that I can move forward. So we're all moving forward into light. That's why we're here. Enlightenment. So in conclusion, no matter how dark our lives may have been, or may even currently be, faith in God, Goddess, and better yet, the faith of God. When you have the faith in something, it denotes separation. When you have the faith of it, it denotes unification. You are it. It is you. We must ask, what do I have faith in? Do I have faith in good or in lack and limitation and suffering? Where am I aiming my faith? What do I believe? How am I being in life? What is your belief? And if you worry and talk about how awful it can be, you're directing your faith towards the challenge, which the universe always says, yes, let me show you the challenge. But if you turn and go, you know what, I know that that is a possibility, but I choose enlightenment. I choose solution. I choose resolution. All of a sudden, you've changed the polarity of who you are. And you begin attracting happiness, joy, love, peace, wisdom. So, as we change our trajectory this Holy Day season, I want you to put your light on a stand so that it may be seen for everyone in your life to acknowledge it. Christmas is on Wednesday, is indeed a day of celebration. It's an opportunity to view where we are spiritually. What do you believe? To feel the rebirth of spirituality, source energy, within your own soul. That's what this whole season is about. It's about rebirth. You are remembering who you are. There is a new light being born within all of us right now. So, don't but just be a light to yourself. Be a light like a candle in the window in a storm, so that those that are out there in the storm will see that there is a light somewhere, that there is hope somewhere, that there is a way to get through this storm, because there's always a way through it. Storms only last so long. And so I'll finish my talk with my prayer today. Could you bring the lights down a little bit for me? So I invite you to connect with your divine creator, God, Goddess, source energy. Thank you for bringing us together as a spiritual family today and every day. I thank you for giving us this place, the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living, to be able to express our thoughts together, our feelings, and our vulnerabilities without fear or criticism or rejection. Thank you for this safe environment to nurture the rebirth and growth of our highest spiritual selves and potential. And as we leave this place today, let us be guided by the light of the star from the east, choosing to see the light in everyone we encounter and sharing our light with those whose light may have been dimmed. Especially during this time of world transformation, help us to always know that we are loved. We are loved at depth. And to keep any fear that may have crept in at bay, by having faith that we are the light and that we are never alone. Let us be aware of the responsibility we have to encourage this light to grow within ourselves and others, not just during this Christmas season, but every day of the year. So my Christmas wish for all of you today is that you are blessed with the knowing that you are the light and a gift to those all around you. May you find joy, light, and enlightenment in everyone and everything you do. May you be wrapped in love and light always. And so it is. Thank you. Yeah, I'm getting good at this. Yeah, I'm starting my 9th year here next January. So, a couple more times, I'll get it down. Well, I want to thank all of you for being here today. We're going to follow our teaching, and we are going to do our offertory now. So I invite you to take your gift and put it on your heart, or if you're just putting your hand on your heart today, let's recite this together. With all my heart, I give freely and joyously, knowing the limitless, invincible, opulent wealth and supply in my being and world. And so it is. Let's say a prayer for our offertory this morning. From the love of pure spiritual energy, these tithes and gifts have been collected. They're evidence of our faith, our belief, and our ability to manifest in this world of form. They do good work in the world, blessing the giver and receiver, and allow this, the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living, to be open and available for those who are choosing to remember who they are, and for those who may not know it yet. And for that, this entire community and world is blessed with positivity. And so it is. Amen. Okay, it's time for our closing song. So if you'd like to stand and sing. And for our benediction, please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening right now. It's happening in my mind. It's happening in my body. And in the body of my affairs. I think it. I feel it. And I know it. Just the way that it is. And just the way that it is not. Thank you, life. Have an awesome holiday, everybody. We'll start the abundance class right at noon. Blessings. Enjoy.